off. Let me take control. You've been wanting what you need, and I'ma give it to you. Before I dive inside, blow the whistle. I start swimming, ain't no drowning, no. Girl, don't make you better. We gon' mess up them covers too.
Right off the jump, let's get into this Cardi B shit. I don't understand. I don't understand the whole hype. You know what I mean? What's the difference between? I mean, don't get me wrong. I saw the video. You know what I mean? Of course, I saw the video, and I'm a fan. I applaud them highly. I appreciate absent fathers, because if it wasn't for absent fathers, there wouldn't be no helpers like that for me to look at. No, I'm just playing, kind of. But anyway, I don't see no difference between that shit and that shit that Trina used to do, you know what I'm saying, with Lil' Kim used to do, and Foxy Brown them used to do. I don't see the difference. You know what I'm saying? And not only that, the fuck did y'all expect them to do? You know what I'm saying? That's what they talk about all the time. What the hell did y'all expect from a video? What did y'all expect them to be doing or talking about? Like, what the fuck was the difference between that booty video and any other booty video is what I'm trying to say. I don't know. But anyway, that's all I had to say about that shit. Cardi B, y'all do your thing. You know what I'm saying? Y'all go ahead and keep doing that shit so I can look at it and give y'all the thumbs up. Anyway, it had a few things that I guess we're gonna discuss. If my finger get in the way, y'all excuse that shit. All right, let me see here. Okay, so I know there's been a lot of back and forth about the dumping of the statues and all of this shit that's happening. Man, look, just because some shit has always been, don't make that shit right. You know what I'm saying? Because if you think about it, back in the slave days, them niggas had slaves forever. So when they was like, hell, y'all trying to take our slaves, they're looking like they genuinely believed that, why the fuck would you do that to us? This is the way of life that we supposed to have. They're supposed to be doing this shit for us. They genuinely believe that shit, even though it was wrong. You know what I'm saying? So it's the same situation. Just because we got General Elite statue up there all these damn years, don't mean that shit is supporting the cause. I mean, if we're supposed to be all about positive things in America, that motherfucker supported something negative that America stood for. So why would anybody want that? And he lost. You know what I'm saying? So why would anybody want that shit up there? You know what I'm saying? But like I said, just because, oh shoot, man, that can goddamn dribble over into a bunch of shit. Like even with these punks out here and shit. You can't tell them just because it always has been where a man was a man, don't mean that ain't, fuck, man. Shit, that's a rough topic right there. But I mean, yeah, it can spill over into that shit too. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, so me and my girl yesterday got into a heated ass argument. Not heated, but you know what I'm saying, real good debate. She go try to convince me. Yeah, y'all heard the clapping hands. She go try to convince, I'm talking to you, Zoe, sit your ass down. Try to tell me that Velma ain't fine. From Scooby-Doo. Like, get the fuck out of here. So I posted it on Facebook. We talked about that shit, had a good ass hashtag. But the argument started because she was sitting over there looking fine as hell in some glasses. You know what I'm saying? Workout clothes on, looking like if Velma was in a movie as a black chick. That's what she looked like. Watch. See? You know what I'm saying? So I was like, shit, baby, over there like Velma. She like, well, I gotta like Velma. Well, I just gave you one of the highest praises that a man can give a woman by saying that shit, and you offended by it. I took that shit right on back. But anyway, so let's see what else we got on today's topic. That was just some random shit. That wasn't even what I was talking about. That ain't what I had on here to talk about. We talked about that part. Oh shit, ain't nothing on there. Y'all gotta bear with me. Like, I need somebody who can do videos and help me do this shit. So you. I just need some help. That's all that shit is. I think I'm old. Okay, so what would the title be? This is the discussion that I had with some people or whatever. Like, what would the title be if a man changes himself to a woman and still likes women? Like, I don't get it. Like, you can't call him gay. Like, if he was a man and he got a sex change and went to a woman and he still like women, so would he be considered gay? That wasn't no joke. I was really asking. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Like, he was a man before, and he liked women. But why the fuck would you go be a woman to like women? You can't even get the full pleasure for the whole purpose of a man being a woman. I ain't talking about the asshole dudes. I'm talking about the dudes that's really, But why the fuck would you cut your thing? Anyway, this was some shit I came across. But why the fuck would you want to be a man that like women and then say, fuck that? Nah, hell no. This shit ain't good. This shit old. It's getting boring. I want to be a woman that like, man, let me try that shit. I guess. This is different strokes for different folks. You know how that go. But let's say like you own your own business, right? You own your own business. I'm gonna start trying to interview people over here. Even be some little local people at first, of course. Family and friends. And you never know, I might blow up and start interviewing real motherfuckers. My interview segment gonna be called Boo Booing with the Door Open. The reason I call it that is because I pretty much say shit that most people say behind closed doors. You know what I'm saying? I'm not afraid of how I feel about anything. You know what I mean? I'm willing to stand on it. I'm not afraid to change how I feel if somebody says some shit that make more sense than what I said. So anyway, like I said, the shit that people say behind closed doors. So we're gonna call this session when it happens, when I finally get it going. We're gonna call that Boo Booing with the Door. Anyway, back to the topic at hand. How would you address a man? How would you address a man dressed like a woman? Like, it's a dude in them clothes. You know what I'm saying? Do you say, sir, ma'am? The fuck do you say to him? You know what I'm saying? Like me, for example, I'm going to say, sir, and I'm going to let you correct me. You know what I'm saying? You correct me, okay, fine. Don't get offended when you fucking correct me, because I get back at your ass, too. Like, nigga, you come in here, shit, goatee and fucking armpit hair sticking out with a dress on. Motherfucker, I want for sure if you was just a cross-dresser or not. You know what I'm saying? So I was just wondering, like, what's y'all opinion on what would you call him? Would you call him ma'am, sir? Or like, would you not say, like, how would you address that if you were a cashier or if you owned the business? You know what I'm saying? Let me read this shit. Y'all, I'm freestyling here. Let me read some of this shit I wrote down, because I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. About fact, hold on. All right, y'all. So I ain't knocking people. You know what I'm saying, who want to change their identity. That's cool. You know what I'm talking about? If that's what you really feel. In today's society, I mean, of course, a lot of old shit that we learned already, you got to unlearn that shit to even grasp how these people may feel, which it ain't me, so it don't concern me. It hasn't crossed my path. In the military, it did one time, but it hasn't crossed my path to the point where I really had to make a decision, but I'm trying to think into my outside the box and put myself there. You know what I'm saying? But I don't see what's so offensive about any of that shit. If it don't concern you, what difference do it make? You know what I'm talking about? How you go tell somebody whose name is fucking Carlos and say, no, you look like a motherfucking Milford to me? You can't change that motherfucking name. Same way you can't change a nigga named Alessa to James. His name might have been James, but he don't want to be called that shit. He feel like a goddamn Alessa, then call that nigga Alessa. Shit, same way, like I said, you can't, another dude like me, for example. I'm talking about, throw myself for some racial shit. I might look like a goddamn Tyrone, but what if my name was Filbert or some shit like that? It might not look like that. It'd be like, nah, you gonna be Tyrone, nigga. You know what I'm talking about? But you know what I'm saying? Ain't no difference between you saying I look like a Tyrone and saying that this dude named Charles look like he want to be Christina. You know what I'm talking about? Call these motherfuckers by what the hell they want to be called with. The only conflict will come is if you gotta cuss one of them niggas out, because nigga, your ID card say some shit and you trying to get something else. Your ID card say your name is this, but you trying to say that. This shit got to match. You know what I'm talking about? Until then, you need to go get it fixed. If you want to introduce yourself to me as Alicia, you know what I'm talking about? Okay, it's fine. I call you Alicia. But when you want, like, if you got to go to the bank or fucking use your credit card and all that shit there, that shit don't say Alicia on there, and the person behind the register, hell, what the fuck they supposed to do with that? You know what I'm saying? So I wouldn't know. Oh man, check this out. Motherfucker at work will try to get me to go vegan. Really, nigga. First, and his thing was like, if you think about it, if you go all the way back in time, just think about it. It was right there in our face the entire time. Just look at our teeth. All herbivores have flat teeth. Yeah, and carnivorous animals, they have sharp teeth. I was like, you know what, that motherfucker be on some shit. I like that shit kind of made sense. I thought about it, but them same flat teeth animals, you know, gorillas, all that shit. Don't them niggas eat doo-doo too? I'm just saying, don't them niggas eat doo-doo and shit. You know what I'm saying? So you ain't putting that on. And not only that, nigga, we cook our food and shit too. You know what I'm talking about? So, listen with that whole teeth shit. Them niggas can't get up and walk on 2 feet and go cook their goddamn food or whatever. So we know, we figure out how to maneuver way around. Don't get me wrong, I ain't saying vegan is not the healthier choice, but don't give me some shit on how we supposed to do this, and other, or whatever, because that's what you chose to do. And the crazy part about it is, man, I hate when fat motherfuckers try to tell me about eating healthy. Where did this fad come from? When did this shit start? So what the fuck? This shit. When did fat people start trying to tell people how to eat healthy? He telling me like, I went to the doctor. He was like, man, just listen to me. I'm listening to him. I'm like, bro, I don't give a fuck. You don't look like shit that I want to look like. You know what I mean? He was like, you know, I went to the doctor and everything was perfect. He was like, man, how did you get your numbers to be so off the chart? And whatever. He was just like, man, I went vegan about a year ago and blah, blah, blah. They got the test to show. I'm like, look here, man. Cut that shit out. You can't tell me about eating healthy when your ass goddamn is 5'7", both ways, from top to bottom and left to right, or whatever. I don't want to keep roasting. But what if he fuck? Well, I don't give a damn really. I'll say what fuck around and see it, but he gonna know. I told him like I wouldn't go pay attention to that shit, and I'm not changing to go vegan. I was trying to play interested. I'm fucking below a little bit. Y'all bear with me. I was pretending to play interested at first because I just didn't give a damn. I was hoping if I played interested, he'd just quit, but it kind of worked the opposite. The more interested I got, pretended to be, the more he felt like he wanted to go into the shit or whatever. So I had to go into him like, nah, man, I'm not gonna stop eating meat. I think that for me to have a well-balanced meal, somebody gotta lose their kid. Somebody gotta fucking die. Something gotta die for me to eat. You know what I mean? That's just what it's gonna be. I'm not gonna just do that. I mean, I'm not saying nothing against it. If you put the fucking tofu or the impossible meat, whatever the hell you want to call it, you want to put it out there for meat in a plate, and I eat it, it's good, yeah, that's fine. But when I go to the store, what I'm going to go shop for is the shit I'm shopping for. I'm not knocking and saying y'all shit is disgusting, because some of that shit look good. I done had it before and it tastes just like meat, that's fine. But I'm choosing to go to do the shit my way, whatever. I'll get into the next topic on the next segment. How about that? We're gonna talk about how y'all feel about abortions. I got my answer for that, how I feel about it. Hopefully I have somebody here to give us a little bit more insight on a female perspective. We'll see though. But I'm gonna get up out of here. Y'all take it easy now.